Four-man rush. Hurts signaling, saying block for me. They do. He gets the first down. Gainwell led the way.
This is the danger by Armstrong. When you get upfield, the spin move takes him out, and now look at all that space. And that's what you do not want to do and can't afford to do, because the acceleration and the power that he runs with, when he gets going, he covers a lot of ground, and he's able to know exactly where he needs to go to pick up that first down. That's a critical scramble for the first down there by Jalen Hurts.
Well, the third down and 8, first and goal now from the 9. Barkley comes in motion. Jalen's going to keep it himself, breaking tackles to the 4. He goes. And they take a timeout. So from the 4 to be a second and goal, as they have now marched 86 yards in 12 plays. 42 rushing first downs.
And as a defensive coordinator, his legs give you that extra thought to be able to prevent you playing certain coverages, because you have to respect that extra gap, especially down in this area. So it opens up opportunities for him in his passing game. We'll see what they end up doing here to try to punch it in.
It could be a shootout, but
yeah.
But somebody came. Remember, even the Baltimore-Cincinnati game last week, first half
started slow and
the second half was great.
Yeah.
One of the best games of the season. Anyway, as play resumes here after the timeout, second down and goal, 33 seconds. Philly still has a couple of timeouts if necessary. Barkley stood up at the 3-yard line, pushed back, third down and goal. Timeout.
The defensive line doing their job there, eating up all those blocks and freed up the backers and the safeties, able to clean that up, prevent him from getting into the end zone. They slanted. They just kind of trying to occupy space, eat those linemen up, try to keep Martin free. I think Benogany's able to get involved. The nickel actually made contact first there. So now you got more likely a pass, and you got the threat, as we see here in the red zone. Jalen Hurts taking it, pulling it down, and trying to get into the end zone himself. Goddard, always a great target down here with his size at tight end at 6'5".
Think he rolls out here?
I would keep him in the middle of the field where you can allow him to step up instead of taking away the field and just giving him half field to work with.
Johnny Wilson in motion. He's a 6'6" receiver, caught a touchdown pass last week. Surveying, looking, then he just flips it away. I'm going to call that an incomplete pass. It's fourth and goal. Quan Martin put the pressure on. She got fourth down and goal now. And the crowd sensing the field goal attempt and not very happy about anything right now.
You've got a couple receivers that end up just coming free, most notably Devontae Smith. Look at the traffic, little mesh concept. They actually ran into each other, but eventually you see out there to the left, he's got two guys all by themselves, but he's fighting for his life. They missed a face mask call there. Looks like he got a hold of that, but a no call. But yeah, if he would have had time to look out there, even after he ran into his own man, Devontae Smith still worked out to that flat.
21-yard attempt. Well, if he misses this one, you'll hear a serenade like no other. But he doesn't. So he bangs it through. 21-yard attempt. They cap off an 87-yard drive, not in the manner they wanted to. And with 19 seconds left, it's 7-3. And by the way, we want to talk about John Robinson for a second, the great coach who passed away a couple of days ago. John, of course, coached at USC, had some great years there, went on to coach with the Rams, and just recently Sean McVay exceeded his number of victories. Just a wonderful man. Everybody who knew him loved him, and I know he was great friends with John Madden. They went to high school together, and in the years when I was working with the great coach, John Madden, on Monday night and Sunday Night Football. John Robinson would come along. He's kind of like his spotter, his buddy.
That's great.
It's great to have him around.
And over the last 2 years, he's bounced around in various college jobs as an analyst, just around, a lot of times around LSU football. He's a great man.
Yeah, one of the best. Man to kick off. And he sails that one through the end zone, so in the remaining seconds at the 30-yard line. Then Washington, since they won the toss and deferred, they will get the ball when we start the third quarter. They have a couple of timeouts in case you're trying to, maybe you want to launch something here and try to get in field goal range. At least they line up in a formation to indicate they may do that. Go 4 wide here.
Might look for Terry McLaurin. That doesn't have a target yet tonight.
0. Going over the middle. Eckler's going to get it up to the 49-yard line.
Just like that?
Yeah, they can take a timeout.
Yeah.
And they still have another one available in 11 seconds.
Washington, they're second. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Well, last time they were around this spot at the end of a game, you can't forget it, and neither can Chicago. One of the most incredible plays in the league of year, but ever. There was Noah Brown.
He says, thank you very much, Bears, for everybody jumping up there at once. I think in this case, you got the timeout. You try to get in field goal range. I don't think you need to.
Possible.
Yeah, I think you got plenty of time here.
To the outside, trying to pick up a few, but that's incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, first time they've gone his way, rookie out of Rice. Second and 10. So then you got Gonzalez, who's the kicker they picked up last week or brought him to the active roster anyway, because Seibert has been having a fantastic year. He was leading the league in points up until a couple of weeks ago when he got a hip injury that has shelved him at least for 2 games. We'll see if Daniels can get them into that range right now. And we've got a timeout.
Yeah, Philadelphia's looked at the formation, personnel grouping. They get their timeout. Well, I thought we'd come in tonight and see Terry McLaurin involved a lot in this first half. Going up and he was always aligned on that left side for Washington, and he'd be going up against the rookie Quinyon Mitchell. And I thought it'd be fun to see how those two go at it. Mitchell's had such a great start to his career, but just nothing so far.
You know, it's really interesting too. He's completed 8 passes, has Daniels. One of them, only one, to a wideout.
Yeah.
That's Brown, De'Ami Brown, 1 for 4 yards.
And that was a screen.
Right, a screen.
So nothing downfield.
5 to Eckler, 1 to Ertz, 1 to Robinson. Second and 10. It's fired, and that is not at the 40-yard line. The Eagles say no. The officials say you're right. The timeout is taken.
Now I'm with you. I think they may take a peek at this to see if the ball hits the surface.
Oh, yeah.
That's incomplete.
Right. And for the moment, they let it go in the 40, and now they look at it upstairs. No coach's challenges in the last 2 minutes, and they'll move that baby back, but clock shows 4 seconds. Perhaps sensing it.
So now you'll get to see that Hail Mary, more than likely.
Maybe. Yep. I don't think any of the secondary guys are going to bait the crowd either.
Talking to the crowd. And it'd be the person who touches the football.
After review, it was determined that it is an incomplete pass. Washington will not be charged with a timeout because this reversal results in a stop clock. Washington has 1 timeout remaining.
Okay. And 4 seconds on the clock.
Please reset the game clock to 5 seconds.
Kaylee, rapidly, what do you have?
Guys, Jalen Hurts is in the medical tent right now. with the independent neurotrauma specialist.
All right, obviously keeping an eye on that. Meanwhile, the Eagles sent 3 guys back inside the 10-yard line.
Nobody's waving to the crowd.
Not yet. They're just going to run the ball here and then the half on Robinson, the 4-yard pickup. So that is the end of the first half in Philadelphia in the battle for first place in the NFC East, with the Commanders leading the Eagles 7-3. And we're waiting for Kaylee. And here she is.
Well, Dan, it's been a quiet night.
Ended with Hurts in the tent. Working on the machine right now to get loosened up for the third quarter, but for the moment, he can rest on the sideline. There he is, because Washington will get the ball.
Yeah, Hurts are just unable to really get things going here. Both these quarterbacks are kind of searching. Both had their only success with quick throws, short, underneath throws, anything beyond 10 yards. Neither guy having much success at all in that first half.
Man's kick taken at the 1-yard line. And Eckler loses the ball. Austin Eckler loses it. Big scramble for it. Down Jets comes in. Adrian Hiller's there. And they retain possession. So again, it was Eckler who dropped the pass. Right in the numbers, and then Walker comes away with the ball to save the day.
32 is able to pick this up, and Washington, that's been a real area of strength of theirs. 7th in the entire NFL with turnover margin at +6. Last year, they're dead last in turnover margin, so big part of the success they've enjoyed this year is not turning that football over.
No turnovers for either team tonight. For a scrimmage play now of the second half, will be a run, and a nice one for Robinson. First 4 gain of 8, stopped by Blankenship. Kaylee with Sirianni moments ago.
Well, Nick, I was just told that Jalen Hurts was evaluated for a concussion but cleared to return. What needs to change, though, for your offense to get into the end zone?
Yeah, you know, we've been driving, and we missed a couple field goals, so we just got to finish off drives. We shot ourselves in the foot a couple times. We'll get it going.
You've been able to take the Commanders receivers out of the game. How do you continue to do that?
Yeah, it starts up front. We got to continue to create pressure with the guys that are up front, and then I think they're doing a good job in the secondary getting after them.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
They sure are. Meanwhile, that line does a great job here. Jalen Carter stopping Robinson in his tracks and turning a 2nd and 2 into a 3rd and 5.
That is a tough thing to do. When you pull the guard, Wiley's got to kick down and make this block. Gets off the line of scrimmage a little bit slow, and the get off by Carter, along with the power, is what separates him. And that is a tough ask of that right tackle, and not up to the task there on that 2nd down play.
And he was last week's game with a shoulder injury. 3rd down and 5. Vaughn blitzing, pass is broken up at the 50-yard line, but a flag is thrown. Brown, the intended receiver, and Cooper, the Gene, the rookie.
I think they get him for a pull on the jersey as he's cutting out on his route.
Defense, number 33.
The only thing I could see is that he pulled. Watches Noah Brown sets him up on the route, and near the top of the route, he pulls away, and then that right hand just grabs on. Tough to see there. Didn't really slow him down at all.
No. Oh boy, we've seen worse, haven't we?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And even Terry McAuley from his vantage point go, wow. So first down. Relatively penalty-free game along the 50-yard line. Robinson and Eckler both in the backfield. And Robinson will go for a gain of 2 here at Eagle territory.
I think this is, and again, I'd love to hear Terry what he has to say, but this is when he works out. I thought he grabbed onto the jersey. Not there, but there. And he didn't slow him down at all. There, I mean, I guess for the view of the official, you see that he's grabbing, but
yeah.
He's got a significant hinder in Kirk, and I just don't see it.
Right.
Meanwhile, here's Eckler taking it inside the 30-yard line to the 28. So Eckler now he's been their primary receiver, gain of 20, targeted 7 times, caught 6. 6 of the 9 completions have been to Austin Eckler.
And I felt like that play, Philadelphia, for the first time all night against this tempo look that they'll throw at you, just out, not quite lined up, coming off of that penalty, not really in position, and Washington able to take advantage of that.
Robinson, room to roam. To the 20 he goes. I tell you what, you got these two guys, yin and yang, Calvin Lightning, Robinson, and Eckler, good combo player in the backfield.
It sure is, and that pony look that they're going with, the 2 backs, I think causing some confusion and hesitation, which is giving these offensive linemen that are pulling around in a counter play, giving them a lot of room to be able to pick up some momentum and get downhill into those linebackers.
On 2nd and 2. Eckler in motion. Daniels will keep it. And stuffed. Brandon Graham right there. With number 55, stopping him. Washington a couple, 3rd and 4.
Well, you motion Eckler